Hello friends, and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you are back. If you are new, hi, my name's Rabbit and my pronouns are they, them, and either way, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. So today's video is very exciting. As I've mentioned in a couple of vlogs and inventory updates and whatever, I've been getting ready to launch my shop and it's been so exciting. So all my inventory's done and I actually finished all of these chokers last night. So today's video is just going to be going through all different like DIY chokers and rosaries, fosaries, whatever, collars, things that I've made, whether it's just inspiring to you for stuff that you want to make as well, or if it's just because you want to see what it'll be in my shop and like maybe you want to get something when it's up and launch. Either way, I don't know my launch date yet. When I do know, all that information will be in the description box as well as shop links and all that. But without further ado, I guess let's get into all the things that I've been making. It's been so much fun. So let's start with this guy. This is like the Lucy, because it makes me think of Lucy Westenra. It's like a white lace choker. With a little sword that reminds me very much of the sword from The Hunger. And then I have attached some blood drip beads on like the neck area so it'll look like a vampire has bitten you. And then there's, yeah, like a satin ribbon at the top and then lace at the bottom, and it does up in the back with a bow. All of these do up with a bow so they're adjustable. That was the idea. And yeah, super cute, very simple, but I like it. This one is like a simple design. It just took a while, but I think it's absolutely stunning. I don't know why, but this one reminds me very much of like Cinderella, like a spooky Cinderella. It's like a spiderweb choker, which is one of my favorite designs ever since I made my first one. I'll have a video to tutorials of like chokers and DIY jewelry because a lot of these kinds of designs I've shown how to make before. So if you want to make them instead of buy them, go for it. I'm not stopping you. Alright, so this is the spiderweb choker. It's like lace blue. It's actually two different blue ribbons, but I don't know if you can see that super well. Just stitched together, and then little spiderwebs all around. I'll maybe insert some pictures of these on my mannequin because sometimes it can be hard to see the details when I'm holding it up, but I think it's really cute. Okay, this one's super simple, but very beautiful. I wanted to have some that were more elaborate and some that were more simple. So it's all black. It's lace and satin ribbon with just a simple silver bat. Does up in the back, feels like so vintage, so spooky and haunted and like Lady of the Manor kind of vibe to me. I really like this lace because it has like these tiny little like loops at the top. Yeah, very cool. Alright. We're just speeding through these. We got lots to go through. Another kind of simple one, but I do like it a lot. It's a red choker, blood red with the white lace. Does up obviously with the ribbon, and the charm is like this little snake wrapped around a sword. Very vampiric, very fantasy. I feel like that would look really good at like a vampire party or a Renaissance fair. This one's fun. This one reminds me a lot of the purple backpack that I made. I'll maybe insert a picture of it here. But it is just a black ribbon choker with some lace on it and a bunch of big ol' spikes, some chains, and some hardware. So I really like the combination of like the very kind of like spooky gothy elements of like the hardware and the spikes and the chains, but paired with the really delicate like ribbons and bows and stuff. So that's where I was going with this. It's a little bit heavy, I won't lie, but yeah, very cute, and I think it looks nice. And yeah, the two dangly ones just like hang down and give a little bit of extra visual interest. And then last of the ribbon chokers. Oh no, let's not be tangled, we're fine. This is like a really simplified spiderweb one. It's not really spiderweb, this one's just kind of like drippy chain lace, but it feels very elegant. Black satin ribbon, red ribbon like tie-up, and red lace on the thing. Little black resin skull charm, and just little chains dangling all around. It feels very elegant and I like it a lot. So those were the ribbon chokers I made. I also wanted to make more text chokers ever since I made my first one that said vampire. So I made 5, I think. These are all just made of recycled denim, and they again tie up with ribbon so they're adjustable, and I just hand painted like lettering on them because I've always really liked this kind of like gothic lettering, and I wanted just like one word phrases. They're kind of inspired by those collars that have like phrases on them that like might be NSFW, but these are very like kind of fantasy, gothy, spooky ones. They're also inspired by these embroidered ones that I saw, but yeah, these are all just hand painted. This one says Damned, and it's just, yeah, black ribbon with black denim hand painted white. This one says Drink Me, which is both like an Alice in Wonderland reference, but also kind of like a vampire reference to me, or at least that's what I was thinking about it, because it's like on your neck, so it's like drink, you know. This one says Haunted. I think the haunted one would look really good if you had like a doll, like a haunted doll kind of costume. I know that would be like really on the nose, but if you had, yeah, like either a haunted doll costume or just a haunted doll aesthetic with like the big, like oversized lacy collar and like a baby doll dress and like hair in the pigtails and like big sad eye makeup and then like haunted. I would like that. Okay. This one says Wicked, which I was definitely thinking of like, yeah, the kind of like fantasy sense of this, but then I thought about like the Broadway musical Wicked and I was like, that's not what I was going for, but it's fine. And then this one says Vamp, kind of just a shorter version of the vampire one that I did. I like these a lot, and I think Cage thinks they're really cool too. So those are my kind of like text chokers. So I got ribbon chokers, text chokers, and the last that I will show you is my rosaries, or as someone recommended, I call them Fosaries, because they're on purpose not proper rosaries, because I get that those are like made for praying and they're made for this and that, and that's not, like, these are fashion accessories, they are necklaces, they're just kind of rosary inspired. So I'm wearing one right now that has like the crow and stuff, but all of them intentionally don't have like the right amount of beads to be a rosary and stuff, so not real rosaries, just rosary style necklace. Fosary. Alright, let's start with this one. This one's fun. Okay, I found these beads at the thrift store and they are so bizarre because they're like this glass that has this like slightly weird rubbery coating, but they look like amber almost. They're not amber, they're definitely like glass, I think, but yeah, kind of rubbery, kind of weird. I don't know. I like to usually just find either bags of beads at the thrift store or kind of big necklaces at the thrift store that I can take apart and then like remake into rosaries, because I just find it so fun and so soothing. So this is very Halloween themed. It's, yeah, these kind of like translucent beads that are not showing up as translucent as they really are in real life. It's got little black beads as the separator ones and a resin kind of crow skull thing. And I've just been storing them in these little bags, and so far nothing's gotten tangled. So fingers crossed, but I think that that's my system, because I was like, how am I going to deal with all these tiny things? Okay, this one I think is my favorite. This is the smallest beads that I've ever done this kind of project with, and I wasn't sure originally that I would like it, but I love it. It's so delicate and dainty, and it's absolutely stunning in my opinion. So yeah, all these like red beads, and it's got like a red coffin as the charm, and yeah, very vampiric but like super delicate. I really like big chunky jewelry. Like I love giant earrings, I love like big hair accessories, but I also love when you have delicate jewelry, because then you can like layer a bunch of it and it looks like all ethereal and fantasy and whatever. I think I have a tutorial on how to make rosaries. I'll link it below, so if you do want to make these yourself you can totally do it. But yeah, super fun. So that's this red super delicate one. And then this one, I like this one because it's plastic but it looks really nice, but it's actually nice and lightweight, and then I can charge a little less for it because it's just plastic beads instead of like nice fancy real pearls or anything like that, just because, you know, everything's thrifted and I want to like charge fair prices and stuff but like still make money for my time. And right now I'm like super stressed about like how to price things and stuff, but it's fine, we'll figure it out. This one is these really beautiful like blue kind of shimmery iridescent pearly kind of beads. Very beautiful. And then the charm on this is a dagger. I think it's a kind of dagger. Looks like a cross from far away, but it is not. I like it lots, and I think that sometimes, like, as much as I like dark jewelry, sometimes it blends in when you have a lot of dark clothes like I tend to wear. So sometimes like lighter stuff can like really be like bring out the contrast and be good for that. So let's look at another light one. Oh, this one was fun. This one was really fun to make, but it's also really heavy. Okay, so this one has got these like glass pearls. I think they might be glass pearls. Okay, so thrifted glass pearls. And then as the separator beads, I've used these tiny little silver skulls. So that's super freaking fun. And then the kind of charm that's usually like the Mary or whatever is a big old bat. I have a couple of these, so I got to use some of them up. And then we've got a drippy little 3 pearls and then a sword. So yeah, this kind of thing, so fancy. I feel like ghost goth kind of stuff, like, you know, when like people do like the all white, is that called ghost? I feel like that it always like comes back in waves where people do like the all white goth, and I always have it as a different name, but I always think of it as ghost goth. But I think if you're doing like all white goth, that would be super fun. Another light colored one. Ooh, I do like this one. Okay, yeah. This one's kind of pastel goth. I had made another one like this and it had sold at my last market, so I figured let's try it again, but slightly different. So the last one, all the beads were the same size, and this one I did the black beads really small. So we've got big glass pink beads and then little black separator beads. They're just really subtle. And I've got a big old bat charm and a tooth. Oh my gosh, please just stand up. Little tooth at the bottom. So that's fun. Very pastel goth vampire. I could definitely see Draculaura wearing something like that. She was kind of in my mind when I was making it. Okay, let's move on to some different ones. Okay, this one's dark. I mean, like dark colors, not like, oh, so dark and edgy. But it's black and white, and I really like it. So it's got black glass beads with white separator beads, but they're not like proper clear white. They're like white with some like black stripes in some of them almost, or like kind of imperfections or something. So they kind of remind me of those bracelets that have like the white bead and the black bead, and it's about being on top of the mountain and at the bottom of the ocean. Do you know what I mean? These were like a thing back in 2019. It reminds me of that a little bit. Not the intention. But again, we've got the big old silver bat. We've got the little spider web at the bottom. Spooky, gothy, black and white. Best of both worlds. You get the black, but you also get a little bit of contrast with the white. Let's continue with another dark colored one. Sorry if this is boring. Okay, ooh, I do like this one. Okay, this one feels very mall goth to me because black and this shade of purple always gives me that vibe. So let me show you. Do you see that? Like that very like vibrant purple fuchsia kind of color. Ooh, I love it. And yeah, when it's paired with black, feels so mall goth. So yeah, the black beads are glass and I think the purple beads are plastic. And then just like a little chain at the bottom and then a black resin crow or like little bird skull. Oh yeah, this one's Cage's favorite, I think. Or one of Cage's favorites, and I was really surprised because when I first made it I was like, I don't know. Just like, that one's so cool. But no, looking at it again I'm like, no, it's pretty fun. So this one is these red glass beads that I found at the thrift store. I love making red ones because they feel so vampy and like vampiric and like a damned priest or something. Got the big old bat and then a little bat. So mommy bat and baby bat. Big bat and little bat at the bottom. Very sweet. Yeah, I like it because it's nice and heavy. This one's very fun in Halloween. I think I had made this one, yeah, for the market. So black and orange. As usual, I cannot resist this color combination. So it's got big orange beads and little black beads. I think both of them are glass. And a little raven skull charm at the bottom. Got like a little pack of these and just been using them up, so it's been a lot of fun. And then this was another one from the market. I sold a couple of them, but mostly what was most popular at that market was my plushes. But anyway, this one is like a jade green kind of vibe. Very nice glass beads. And I have a little, oh yeah, I had 2 of these little sword charms with the snake. So I put the other one on the green. Ooh, these 2 are really nice. Okay, I have 3 to go. So thank you for your patience. Sorry for taking so long. Okay, this one is a plastic one, so it's kind of nice and lightweight. It's these lovely silver beads with like little white kind of opalescent-y beads as separators, and then the bat at the bottom, and then I got a spider web under that, so that's super fun. And then this is a pearl one that I think these are some of my favorite pearls. I don't know if they're glass or what. I'm guessing they probably are, but they have such a beautiful sheen. They're like kind of like warm toned, like yellowy pink, and just like so gorgeous and glowy. Just so gorgeous and glowy. I think they're so pretty. And then I just have a sword at the bottom of those. This one feels like so elegant and understated, but I really like it. And then one that is completely the opposite, not elegant and understated at all. But I made this one forever ago. I made a couple of sets of these, and I only wear one at a time, so I'm just gonna sell this other one because I never wear it, though I did make it for myself originally. And it's a set of 3, and they're all pastel, and they're all made out of like kind of candy, like kind of kid beads, and they're so fun in my opinion. It's got the longest, the medium, and the shortest. I think this is the longest. Yeah, so this is kind of the vibe that it's going for. So all the beads are like the same on both sides, but they're all like kind of just like fun plastic, like bright pastel ones, and it's got a little white resin crow skull at the bottom. So this is the longest one, and this is the medium one. Again, all cutesy pastel, matchy all around, and it's got a little tooth at the bottom. And then last but not least, this one has a little bat at the bottom. If I can get the container open. This one needs a clasp since it's shorter, but this is the last one. It's got the little bat at the bottom, and all together they're just like this very fun kind of like candy explosion. And yeah, I just imagine like if you're like a pastel like Harajuku or like kawaii or like kind of rave kid, like having like a combination of these, because I really like fun layered jewelry, so having like a matching set in my opinion is really fun. So that's all my jewelry that'll be up and available hopefully when, I mean, it will be available when my website is launching. All that information will be below once it's relevant. In the meantime, feel free to watch my tutorials, feel free to watch my vlogs. Thank you so much for watching anything at all in the first place, including this, and until the end. That means the world to me. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or whenever it happens to be that you are watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. So until then, bye for now, and thank you again. See you later. Bye!